Cartoon Collector, name Andy. Yeah, I think I can power through this one. I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I'll go at least for hopefully 2 hours. Yeah, I went to urgent care yesterday because like my neck it felt so swollen. Like I wondered if I was even going to be able to swallow. It was that bad. Like things were getting sketchy. So I guess they're going to put me through physical therapy, and the bad news is I'm not going to see any of that until next month. So I have to take the muscle relaxers and just fucking deal with it, you know? I gotta take every day one at a time. It fucking sucks. So again, I'm gonna put it out there that I'm not gonna be 100% there. These are different than the other crazy loopy pills that I was on. I mean, I could go... Well, I didn't take them until this morning, so I could take more now, but I don't because of the stream. Have you tried yoga? It's funny, a friend messaged about neck yoga. And, like, I need neck stretching or something. That's what physical therapy is probably going to do. That or manipulate the area to like loosen up. Yeah, today hasn't been as bad as yesterday for sure. I've been trying to like lay on my back or sleep on my back more. I can actually fall asleep on my back. It's just staying asleep on my back is the trouble. Because sometimes I'll find myself on my side now. Used to be the other way around. I don't know. I still get, if I'm laying on my side, I'll still get like, what do you call it? Like, not twinges, but like a kind of like a knot in my neck. Like you'd feel, like it feels like you need to get like a good crack out of your neck to like loosen it up. Yoga for neck, good. Yoga is just stretching exercises, but the instructor says stuff about feelings. Feelings. But how does that make you feel? Also made it a thing. It only hit me now that I should probably stock up on backup peripherals, because there's been a few times where like my keyboard almost fell off my bed and I'm like, yeah, if that goes, I'm probably going to be out for a few days. So I got those on queue. I'm going to order them after Christmas, after the not the hype, the commotion of Christmas is over, so that way they'll likely get here not fucking smashed. Yoga leaves you more relaxed and calmed. I've been thinking about like meditation and stuff at least. Like I do have an anger issue. I do have anger issues. I am my mom's son. I've gotten every shitty genetics from her for sure. I don't even know. Sometimes I wonder if I'm even my dad's. I did yoga today, then worked out later. I need to start walking again. It's just pain's been keeping me in bed. That and winter depression, so yeah, I know I don't have much. I don't have much of an excuse. It's just walking. There's a treadmill here. I just gotta shut up and do it. It's just, it sucks having to find the motivation when, like, you just want to, like, die physically. Hey, Kissif, yo, Merry Christmas, Porker. I'll probably be throwing a Christmas stream, I don't know. Blaze said he'd invite me over, so I don't know if it's going to be on Christmas or, like, a Christmas Eve party. Or if it's a Christmas Eve party, there'll definitely be a Christmas stream, or at least something, you know? Pork finds his inner peace and moves to the mountains to become a monk of Snoot. Dude, I think it'd be too cold for the mountains, man. I have, like, arthritis, dude. Hey, War Theme. Anyways, I've probably yapped long enough, so it's time for the big rug pull for those who aren't paying attention. Big rug pull. Give me a moment here. I actually threw the Filthy Frank song in there. The volume on this. Pork will play DMC 2 for Christmas. No. Shame what happened to Filthy Frank. Spending my Christmas week playing indie shooter games and Half-Life mods. Sounds fun. Alright. We'll start this. before the copy strikes come in. Here we go. January 6th. Year 201M 2020 BC. It's my first time living. Is this coded in there? It's my first time living close to water. The idea of marine layers is new to me, but I do understand morning mist. This was like it, except infinitely more shitty. The heavy fog makes navigating to my new school more difficult, as I fail to see anything 5 feet in front of me. Like a runt of a tree planted in the sidewalk that I swerve to avoid. It's my first time having to walk to school, too. My new apartment is in an awkward spot. Opposite side of town, yet no school or public bus to take me from there to Volcano High. The air is cool and wet, and I can feel my body grow heavier as I get closer. I can't determine if it's from the fog soaking my clothes or welling dread inside me. It's my first day at a new school. It's the second half of the first semester of senior year. I had 6 months left at my old school. I can't even imagine the kind of hell those 6 months would have been. But this... Oh no, what is this? These lyrics are literally heckin' triggering. Well, that's Filthy Frank for you. I'm surprised he has avoided being cancelled. This is the famous Snoop game. Should be a good change from your usual content of Destiny 2. It's the sounds that reach me first. The chattering of people milling about. This isn't heckin' Dinorinosaurus here. Oh god. Bro. Oh, no. This is Barney. It's been too long. It is, Barney. It was only 3 weeks. 3 weeks. It took a day for me to want to change schools. And 3 weeks to make it happen. And this is my life now for the next year. I think back to my old man's ultimatum. Anon's... Oh god, look at that trash bin! What the fuck? Is shit in there? Oh... I could see the fucking neck. I have one of those, man. Oh. God damn. Once the lease is done, Anon, it's either college or the service. I don't care which. I can make out the building now. The fog shrouding gives the school an ominous vibe to it. Yeah, what fog? Perfect setting for a horror game, or maybe a shitty wad. The attempt at humoring myself just makes me feel more alone. Oh god. Shutterstock. A check on my phone says I'm 30 minutes early. Wonderful. I move to the entrance and wait to see all of the steps occupied by students. Hobo dwelling. Anon used a dead rat as an alarm clock. Now, this is Asmongold. Their eyes turn to me, expressions of confusion and contemplation. I could feel their judging stares, the same that had haunted me for 4 months previous. I turn away before anyone can call out to me. My feet carry me over the soggy grass as I look for somewhere else to be. On the side of the building is where I find sanctuary. Oh god, we skipped the Fang intro, I guess. OBD Gang, OBD Gang 2010. It's a small clove of sorts. The pavement is cracked to bits and the shrubs surrounding it are overgrown. Even the bench, cracked paint on rotted wood held between 2 concrete legs, matched the abandoned vibe of the place. It was perfect. I flop down on the wet bench, and the violent cracks from it make my heart drop. Almost perfect, but good enough. I feel a tightness in my chest, and my lungs fight to draw air in. Head in my hands, I can fully understand what I've done now. 6 months in a new school. A year on my own in some run-down apartment in a town I know nothing about. All on my own. Okay. Oh god. What happened here? Would you happen to be Anon? Oh god. Fucking Nostalgia Critic? Nostalgia Critic theme? I look up. The bench broke down. I lay on the ground, ass hurt from hitting jagged concrete and splintered wood. Thank God for jorts! Anon wearing jorts? Oh my god. Oh my goodness, are you okay? The fuck? Never better. A hand... Oh no. Oh no, Anon's talking out loud again. A hand is held over my face. In my pain-addled confusion, I shake it. Nazer? Right. Right. The hand tightens around my own and pulls roughly. The force is enough for my feet to get under me, stumbling back up to stand before a pair of strangers. It also felt enough force to pull my arm out of its socket. Those aren't shorts. Those are jeans. Sup? You're Anon, yeah? I'm glad we found you. Who are you guys? Why do you know my name? Where are my manners? My name's Naomi, student council president and your guide. It's my sincere pleasure to make your acquaintance, Anon. Okay. Rough sketch, Naomi. It's actually not that bad. We're your welcoming community. Is that really necessary? Okay, then. I had this prepared just for you. The hyperactive half-pint hands me a brochure. Volcano High and You, a new beginning to adulthood. Run down that place is. Graphic design is my passion. The title alone makes me gag. The pink one, Naomi, looks at me expectantly. The brochure is full of typical trivialities, college prep, financial assistance, after-school programs. None of it matters. Babe, I've got some things to take care of. Nazer looks back to the school entrance. I follow his eyes and see some people trying to lift a large speaker up the stairs of the school. I'll see you at lunch, right, Laser? Right? Right, Nazer? She looks hurt. Of course. Nazer pulls her into a hug and nuzzles his muzzle against hers. Is this how dinos kiss? He leaves, running quickly to assist with the heavy sound equipment. Ahem. I turn back to Naomi. She smiles again. But there's a plasticity to it. I wonder if we're going to hear the alarms again. How about I show you to the campus, Anon? We wouldn't want you getting lost on your first day now, would we? Sounds good. Oh. But it's the locker room, but actually more clear this time. Well, not the locker room, the hallways, sorry. Instead of using the main entrance, Naomi led me to the side entrance. Inside the school looked like your stereotypical school hallway. Lockers and posters along the walls, doors interspersed equally all the way down, more students milling about before class. Do Dunk December, what? A clove. Oh, you're lucky because we're past NNN, no Nostalgia Critic November. I heard about that. Looks much better than Goodbye Volcano High, Naomi, that's for sure. Damn, early Nazer design is tall. Yeah, I'm wondering if that was just a Rempy error. The Snoot game Encore looks great. Yeah, we're playing the D-Make. Anon, may I see your class schedule? I pull the folded up sheet from my pocket and hand it to her. She unfolds it delicately and scans the page thoroughly. Oh my gosh, we share homeroom, Anon. Oh, wonderful. Speaking of, class will be starting shortly. Follow me. Mr. Suki's classroom is this way. Oh, God. No. Why did he have to be in the rough draft? I follow after her to a classroom on the second floor. The seats were being filled with students. I take one near the front, knowing I'll have to introduce myself. I'll probably be doing that for all of my classes. Oh, God. We got a stereotypical 3D classroom thing. Isn't this the same thing that was used for, what was it, Learn to Code? But just not like Sundown or Sunset? I forget. It looks familiar, though. Fuck my life. The artificial ring of a bell blares from a speaker on the wall, which... With it, everyone waits as the teacher finally enters the room and shuts the door. Oh God, Mr. Suki looking pretty rough. Ohio gozaimasu klasu today you have in karasu mitu su barikano hai. What? What? Enan-kun, please come up and introduce yourself. Naomi coughs and makes a subtle nod up. Oh! I stood up from my seat and faced the class. Once again, all eyes are on me, and the tightness in my chest returns. I inhale deep, willing my erratic heart to slow. Hey. Again, those eyes, just like 3 weeks ago. My name is Xenon. Like every day for the past 4 months. I don't really have any hobbies. I wanted to flee, hide away, anything to avoid those judging eyes. Why did you transfer here? My throat clenches. It's an innocent question, but I think back again to it all. I... There's whispers now, the hushed tones, silent snickers, blending with the ever-present stares. My heart hammers at my chest, and I'm sure that they all can hear it. See the cold chill racing over me. Enon-kun, you do not have to answer that. His words snapped me out of my trance. Only Naomi was looking at me. The rest were preoccupied, either talking about their winter break or catching up on sleep. They all ignored me. Please return to your sito, Anon-kun. I now classroom. That was nothing like my Japanese animes. Mr. Suki continued on, drawing what little attention there was to himself. I sat down, finally feeling the blood that had caught my legs rush up, leaving me lightheaded. And I probably have to do this for each class today? Double fuck my life. The teacher talks about the timetable for the rest of this semester. Midterms are in 2 months, translating to a lot of all-nighters. I'll need to stock up on some more gamer fuel. That means less funds for food. My parents may be paying for my rent, but I still need to feed myself. I take mental inventory of my kitchen. A couple of cases of instant ramen, a 12-pack of store-brand Coke. Shit, I hope the cafeteria is decent here. I wonder how much dealing drugs pays. Paul Spell cuts through my thoughts. Naomi stands by my desk, waiting patiently. So on to your next class. Would you like me to take you there? I hope she isn't always like this, so damn happy and excited. I think I can manage. Oh, okay then, Anon. If you need any more assistance, you can come find me. Or you can consult the brochure, too. Brochure? Oh, wait. Actually, Naomi turns back to me. I need financial assistance. Oh my, is it serious, Anon? Kinda, I'm living on my own. I see. In that case, I think you could talk with the principal. I'll take you to him. Oh god, we're gonna see the bootleg spears. Or is it just gonna be like Fred Flintstone or some shit? I nod. Naomi grabs my hand, then... Where are they? Alert! Alert! DEFCON level 1! DEFCON level 1! Female making physical contact! Do not panic! Do not panic! Get a grip on the situation! This is Naomi. She's taking me somewhere by the hand. Hand. She's already has a boyfriend, doesn't she? Wait. She already has a boyfriend. I am safe. Okay, just stay silent and don't make a mess of things. So soft and smooth and surprisingly warm for scales. How lewd. Image hallway not found. Oh no. I can't do anything because this is standalone. This ain't no mod. Work in progress, guys. Work in progress. At least it's not Miguel. Here we are, Anon. Principal Spears should be able to help with your... Wait, this is Naomi. Here we are, Anon. Principal Spears should be able to help with your money situation. I knew the caveman lived in darkness. What? Oh, right. Naomi knocks on the door. State your business. The new student needs financial help, Principal Spears. Lend him a 5. I think he means with the loan program, sir. Send him in. Oh god, he is like ginormous. They make him look more like the senator from what is it, Revengeance. I opened the door to the cramped office, expecting to see a gruff cave of a workspace. Instead, it was fairly well-furnished space, complete with armchairs and cabinets of old photos. We got anime in the background just here. I mean, he does say your waifu is trash. Mr. Spears is a large man, dwarfing any of the teachers who work under him. He seems to carry himself with a professional aura, despite the fact that he wouldn't look out of place at a three-way sacrifice wrestling match. You're going to stand there forever? What are you waiting for? Sit. I plant myself in one of the armchairs and sink a bit lower into the cushion than expected. Perks of being a human, I guess. What's your situation? Not many people have to use the school's financial services. I explain my situation to Mr. Spears. He closes his eyes and nods along thoughtfully. Here's what we can do for you. We've got some lunch cards that save up the total cost of lunches you buy with it. You don't have to worry about paying until after graduation. Oh, wait. This is supposed to be, Spears talking still. But it's just monologuing. Until after graduation, no interest, no down payments, none of that. I, would appreciate that. We'll get you the card as late as tomorrow. You have to sign for it as well. Thank you, Principal Spears. Mr. Spears nods and gives a small smile. You can come in any time. I'm always here to listen, except for topics relating to estrus season. I sense great exhaustion with that last bit. I thank Mr. Spears one last time and exit the office with a note telling my teachers I wasn't ditching. I'm here, but I'm not going to VA. Checking the clock, it's nearly time for third period. I find my way to the second period with just enough time to give another introduction. Yay me. Third through fifth period were the same. I would be asked to introduce myself by the teacher, then I'd stand up and be as brief as possible. It got easier each time. No one actually gave a fuck, knowing that helped. They didn't want to know me, and in all honesty, I didn't care to know them. Here's the iconic fucking picture. Got all the school, or, well, technically, Elliot Rodger is not well, no, he is a school shooter. Well, school stabber, if we're thinking about it. School stabber, school shooters. Was that, Dylan? Wait, there's Dylan and then, what's his fucking face? Isn't that the Sandy Hook guy? I forget. Alright. Eventually, lunch comes around again. I don't have the lunch card yet, so I settle for pseudo pizza. The kind that becomes a viable weapon if you leave it alone for 10 minutes. No time to waste after exiting the line. I scan the lunchroom for a viable seat. Naser with his huge fucking feet. I should look at the Naser sprite here. Let me look at the Naser sprite, because I don't think we're gonna look at anything except his feet. I'll dig that out and post it on the thing. Images. Oh god, the images are just sprawled out everywhere. Okay, here's Naser. Do this. Give me a moment, guys. It's literally just his normal sprite, but just sketched by what it looks like. There's my image. Share image, yes. Properties. Browse. Sorry, I'm taking forever with this. Okay, yes. This is the Naser Sprite, as I flipped it over accidentally. I'm a beginner on OBS, but yeah, there's the Naser Sprite in its full glory. We need Randy Stare in this pic. Well, he's a store shooter. Share image gone. There we go. Gone. I thought I had found a decent spot in the corner when disaster struck. He's going to stomp on us. Said disaster was a hand grabbing my shoulder and turning me about. I played a pizza-shaped edible cardboard threatened to smear across my shirt. I fought the momentum of the tray until my hand had spun me and until the hand that had spun me stabilized it in me. Whoa there, nearly dropped your food, Anon. Yeah, whose fault is that? Yours? I swear to all that is good and holy. Want to sit with us? What? Want to sit with Naomi and me, since you're new and all? He points to a table where the living pink sugar rush is waving. God damn it. I don't want to make a scene. Sure. Now we have Nazer's crotch. Before I even sit down, the barrage of questions begins. So, how'd it go? Did you like Spears? Or were you able to get what you need? I just nod along, starting to not pay attention. There should be a revisionist for this, where we can, like, fix Naser, fix the missing images. just keep the beta intact, but just fix it, you know? Have you had any trouble since then? Do you have enough money for food today? Oh, you're short on food money, man? I perk up at Naser's interjection. Naomi looks disappointed for a second. Not really. Just had to sign up for some handouts. If you need a little bit more extra chow, there's going to be free refreshments at my sister's concert after school today. Don't you mean your sibling? I don't know about concerts. I'm not really one for public events like that. Alright, man. Just thought you could use a few opportunities to make friends. What was that? I'll pretend that wasn't meant to be malicious. I'll consider it. Hey, don't leave me out of the conversation. How about I help you pick out some cheap food after school? I know some great vegan shops in the area. My stomach rolls at the V word. Maybe another time, sorry. So about that concert, Naser. Dinner and a show? Sign me the fuck up. So what do they play? Music. Music? Yes. What kind? The kind you listen to. What? What genre? The good kind? You don't know, do you? Nope. Well, free food is free food. I look at my pizza, noticing something is wrong. I test it with my plastic spork and watch it as it shatters to bits. I curse life for a third time today. The dreaded 10-minute mark has passed, rendering my pizza only useful as building material. Oh dear, Naser, why don't you split your sandwich with him? But it's my sandwich. It's fine, we can split my vegan TLT. Naser shudders and looks at his own foot-long Philly sub longingly. Sure thing, babe. He tears the sandwich in two and hands me the larger half. Here, Anon. I will never forget your brave sacrifice. With that, we all dig into our meal. My classes after lunch were the same as before. By now, I had a rehearsed introduction that only the teacher cared about. My classmates were disinterested, and I would sit down and to be forgotten. I hope the rest of the year is just like that. I just want to skate through it all. All that's left for today is the concert and dinner. I wait outside the auditorium entrance with Nazer, who is checking his phone for messages. Oh, back outside again. Right. Sis says the show's starting in a bit, see? Nazer turns the screen to me. Piss off. Is the pizza here? You can have a slice. But after that, you get the fuck out. Is she always like this? Cheese. I wait for him to continue. Well, I mean, kinda. Glad I'm an only child. Nazer glares at me. She's still family. I'm sorry, just saying is all. Nazer deflates. You're good, Anon, and yeah, she's family, but she's just so difficult. Yes, difficult, and I don't know why. Sounds rough. She is, like, I know she cares, but she doesn't even want to be around me. Finally, the doors open, and I smell the cheesy, heart-clogging goodness within. Sweet. Come on, Anon. Principal Spears holds open the door for everyone. Nazer leads me and a large crowd into the shitty school theater. Oh, this is worse than St. Hammond, man. Where's our finances going? This is like the theater in the tunnels of New York, if you know what I'm talking about. The one that they probably do child sacrifices at. The foyer has tables with boxes of pizza stacked taller than me. You can take a couple of boxes after Anon. That should help you out. Who the hell got all these anyway? I take a box down from the stack. Others have already started stacking their plates. I check the logo on the box. Dynamo's Pizza. And to get so many larges from there? I did. That's a couple $100, though. Meh, about a month's allowance. A month? That explains that disaster of a jacket. So, about the actual show, I'll check on them. Be right back. Left on my own, I stack up a plate with some quality grease-top delight. I lean against the wall, chewing bits of Supreme and observing the rest of the crowd. Another shit show. She's so stupid. They even bother. Bunch of losers. Everyone seems to share the same sentiment. So why the hell did they even show up for this? Nazer finally comes back and opens the door to the main hall. The crowd moves in, though I hang back so I can talk with Nazer. What's with them, Nazer? What do you mean? The crowd, they were shit-talking your sister. What? Those pricks. Whoa. Frustrated sign. Sign! I should have known. I don't. What are you even talking about, man? I brought them here so my sister has an audience. Oh. Uh-oh. Nazer's phone rings. He moves aside to answer it. Is this the theater in Chernobyl? Is it Recess or Magic School Bus? I think it's Magic School Bus, but don't quote me on that. I barely watched it. Sit. Voice on the other end is loud and shrill. Yeah, He holds the phone away from his ear to save his eardrum. Okay, All ends and Nazer sags. I've got to leave. Seriously? Yeah, Sis doesn't want me here. Said I'll ruin the show. Harsh. Look, whatever happens, promise you won't hold this against her. I nod. Hazer hesitates and looks back at the crowd. He turns away, begrudgingly, leaving the auditorium. I enter the hall and take a seat in the back, away from the rest of the crowd. The lights dim and the curtains are drawn open. Are we going to get a CG for this one? Probably not. On stage is a trio of people my age. The front woman stands out the most, wearing well-worn black clothes and framed by a pair of large feather wings. That must be Nazer's sister. Oh god. Silhouette of Fang. The band doesn't bother introducing themselves. Instead, the purple one begins plucking her bass. It all went tumbling down from there. I'm turning that one down. God. Oh, I apologize for that one. What I thought was a guitar sounded horrifically wrong. Far too heavy. The lead guitarist was using a fucking jazz bass. And then the vocals kicked in. Its horrific screeching combined with the melodious shredding on the bass created a cacophony equal to hundreds of cats ritualistically sacrificed. I fight the urge to cover my ears. I don't know too much about the music, but even I know that you don't use two basses in one band unless you know exactly what you're doing. What were they thinking? I look back to the crowd to gauge their interest. Surely I'm not alone in thinking this is an absolute travesty. They still fucking suck. The crowd was standing, jeering and laughing with whoever said that. More words were said, but the laughter eclipsed them and then the music. Wait, I heard the music. Oh, thank God it's over. Oh, my ears. Yeah, I know, right? Hopefully I turned it down low enough. I didn't want to, like, get rid of it completely, but, like, it was still loud for me. Like, holy shit. On stage, the trio looked panicked. The drummer was inching off stage, while the purple bassist was about to break down into tears. But the front woman stood her ground. Fuck you! She tossed her bass aside, raising both hands, and proudly displaying a finger on each of them. Fuck all of you. No one will want to fuck you, bitch. That struck a chord with her. I watch as she grabs her bass and takes the arm of the purple one, rushing off stage with the pink drummer. The laughter continued and drew me in. It was infectious, and I realized that I had been laughing with them. It continues on, more and more of the audience throwing barbs at the band that wasn't there, and renewing the laughter that filled the auditorium. Spears time. After the third cycle of insults and laughter, I decided that the show was done. I turned towards the door and see Principal Spears, a fierce glare freezing me in place. Anon. His voice is even more stern than this morning. Yes, sir. He looks at the crowd and then to me. I don't want to hear any of this come tomorrow. I expect some goddamn maturity from you, Anon. You'll be an adult once you graduate. Nah, why me, though? I taught many students, and I can tell these things. His hand lands on my shoulder. Its grip was firm as it weighed on me, sorry. Listen here, Anon. You are not the only person in the world. The hand squeezes before pushing me towards the door. Oh, he forgot his other half of his quote. Now get out of here. This is the only warning that you'll get from me. Next time it'll be campus cleanup. Behind me, the principal's voice shakes the room. Whose sorry ass am I going to have to suplex? Back in the foyer, I see some boxes of partially finished pizza left. I consolidate them into a pair of boxes and make my exit. The sun's starting to set now that I make my way home. back to the cave. You are not the only person in the world. I like how there's just a ketchup bottle there. Oh, like I don't already know that. There's like classmates that all ignored me today. Naomi's an annoying ass. That fucking caveman of a principal. Nazer, who's been a bro. Nazer sits... Oh. Shit. What do I say to Nazer tomorrow? God damn it. Finally at my apartment, I struggle to balance the boxes and get my key into the hole. Before I drop my dinner for the next few days, I succeed in unlocking the door. I don't bother to turn on the lights. It's not like there's anything I'll bump into. The place is empty, save for the bare necessities. Fridge, microwave, bed, battle station. I stuff the boxes into my refrigerator and walk the 5 steps needed to fall face first into my futon. With practiced motions, I work my clothes off without getting out of bed, ending splayed out on my back as comfortable as can be, in a new place all on my own. In the darkness and silence of my room, I slip into a dream where I was on stage getting mocked. Fuck. With the lunch card in my possession, I'm able to snag something actually edible. I should run the math on how much I'll end up owing, but I feel more like indulging myself. Hence my tray stacked high with desserts and the tastiest looking sandwich from the lunch line. Looking around for a place to sit, I see the aggravating creamsicle waving at me. Next to her is Nazer with a complicated expression. The lunch table again. Bank said I'll ruin the show. Shit, I go and sit across from Nazer and Naomi. You got the card. I'm so happy for you, Anon. Yeah, I picked it up from the office this morning. Yeah, that was supposed to be a choice right there. We don't have choices anymore. I look at Nazer as he pokes at his pasta. Nazer, sweetie, you shouldn't play with your food. Oh, Anon, what's up? Not much. And you? Yeah, no, totally good. He gave a hollow laugh. Nazer. Yeah, it's just... My sister stayed home today. Oh, now we're... Internal... He's psychically giving us the message so Fang doesn't hear. My sister stayed home today, said the concert was a shit show. I knew I shouldn't have invited all those guys. Naomi places a comforting hand on his shoulder. Yeah, that crowd was harsh. What happened after I left? Nazer looks at me pitifully. You are not the only person in the world. Ah, shit. Band never made it past the first song. Someone said they still sucked. Nazer grits his teeth. Whoa, calm down, man. What else? Did they say anything about my sister? Nobody would want to fuck you, bitch. Yeah, I don't think you'd want to hear it, though. And? What happened after? I'm gonna kick all their asses. Don't worry, Nazer, that's Trish's job. Nazer, please calm yourself. I realize now that I've been laughing with them. I left after that. Principal Spears was fucking pissed. Even threatened to suplex them. Nazer sags, emotionally spent. Ha, fuck. So that's why she stayed home. If she wishes to stay home, then that's her prerogative. You just need to give her some time, Nazer. While she said that, I noticed a strange face cross over Naomi's face. She's starting to give me some bad vibes, beyond just the non-stop annoyance. I know, babe. I just wish I could help her more. Yeah, if you need help if you need any help, Nazer, I owe you for the pizza. Two days later. Oh god. Ah! The alarm. The bane of all my sleep echoes violently in my head. swiftly erasing any traces of slumber. Still, without the energy to turn the alarm off, I stare at the ceiling for a bit, recalling the events of the last few days as an exercise. Is that fucking Wojak? Oh no, Anon turns super pale. He was a Wojak all along. The school, if you can call it one. My new friends, if you could call them that. The band, if you could call it such. Great idea, Anon. Start the day by dissing everything you've done so far in your new life. No wonder you're so damn popular. Finally, I lean out of bed and turn the alarm clock off. I have a good 45 minutes before I need to be at school, and it takes 20 to walk. That leaves 25 minutes to get ready. With practice movements, I execute a proper combat roll from the bed, tackling the floor and head-butted into submission. My foe defeated, I groan in victory. Picking myself up, I slide into today's and every day's clothes and pour myself a bowl. My eyes scan over my phone while I shovel my scroll, crunch, scroll, crunch. Like a poorly oiled machine until it runs out of fuel with a noisy slurp. Soon enough, it's time to leave for school. I grab my backpack and slide it over my shoulders. I take my jacket off the hanger and I take off the backpack and put the jacket on. Opening the door blows the cool morning air in my face, and I stop to take a deep breath. Oh god, Brody Quest. Day 4 out of however many days are left in the year. So far, so good. I approach the grand building, looking to find a place in line between the other students, trundling into the front doors. The halls before class are crowded as always, hundreds of students filling in unison towards their homerooms. By now, I was starting to be able to make my way around on autopilot. I've walked the same path twice already, after all. I was gonna turn that down. Oh no, Fang. We got a rough draft Fang. Still occasionally glancing at the room number just to make absolute sure, I noticed someone in the countercurrent walking past. It was one of the bass players from the concert 2 days ago. Hazer said she was his sister, right? I glance at her for a moment. The expression on her face sort of reminds me of something. That's Nessie. I'm way behind in chat, aren't I? Snoop Game beta, yeah. This room, someone's living the dream, more like living the nightmare. I don't think ketchup's supposed to look like reddish water. Goddamn YouTube censoring me. I don't even know what you posted. Anon becomes Dobson. You mean Cobson? Anon is living near a nuclear power plant. That was not a normal alarm. Is that the school from Disney's Recess? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Like, I don't watch Disney, and I don't watch Magic School Bus, so I don't know. Man, Caveman On's budget really did hit the negative numbers. Yeah, they worked off of nothing. Anyway. It was probably just leftover embarrassment from the concert, but she seemed to have lost a lost look on her face. Or maybe it was confusion. Or a mix of the two. Either way, there's something on her mind. I can't help but think that must be how I looked on my first day. It was my first day of school. She had been going here all year. What's her excuse, then? My train of thought was cut short by me realizing I overshot my homeroom while deep in thought. Slightly peeved, I make a U-turn into the countercurrent, maneuvering into the correct room. The day passes uneventfully until fourth period, my science class. I find a seat near the back of the room and watch the clock hands tick down the remaining few seconds to the bell. Here's where we misgender Fang. Right before the tone, one last student rushes in, out of breath. Oh, it's that girl again. I guess we share a period or two on the first day and I just didn't notice. She strides across the room, taking her seat without a word. Strangely, nobody seems to acknowledge her, not even a sneer or a chuckle. That's odd. Given how many people were there last night, you'd expect at least a couple of snickers. But there she was, being completely left alone, or ignored. Seems almost worse than getting laughed at. The lingering chatter of the room dies out as the teacher stands from his desk, moving to the front of the room. Dr. Fernsworth. Good news, everyone! Oh no, he looks just like fucking Suki. Today we'll be having a lab on magnetic fields. Find a partner and get prepared. My heart sunk as those dreaded words passed my ears. Find a partner. I know it's pointless, but at least I have to try. Maybe someone was out sick. With my luck, though, I'll probably just end up being with that fossil of a teacher. With everyone else already starting on the assignment, I resign myself to working twice as hard. Hurry up, Mr. Anon. Your partner's waiting for you. What? Very well, Fang. No, shocked Fang. If you'd be so kind to sit next to your new partner. I sat in momentary confusion as someone took the seat next to mine. Spaghetti alert. Spaghetti alert. Shit.
Me furry lady. Not weird, a rare gift from God. Hunka, 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 hunka. Oh my God.
Oh. Spaghetti alert! DEFCON level 2! There is a femoid within arm's distance looking at me. Deploy all spaghetti lockdown measures. Stop. Thanks. You too. Shit. Recovery maneuvers now! I mean, hey, not much. You? Chad, recovery successful. None of your business. Just do the damn assignment and don't bother me. Uh-oh. You upset right now or something? What was your first fucking clue? Last time I'll say it. Just do the assignment and don't bother me. Okay. Gotta keep cool-headed. So this assignment then. With that, we open our books and start on trying to decipher who Lawrence is and why his force is magnetic. Things are going well for the first few questions. I remember a bit of it from that one time I tried to make a railgun. How are you two doing so far? You're fine. Well, we are fine, Dr. Fernsworth. I see. And you ain't on? Yeah, what she said. Oh, here we go. Fang Engi. Oh, boy. Flashbacks to I want to build that gator. Oh, no. Understandable reaction. Spaghetti alert. That was a whole autistic mental episode, yeah. I wonder what that's fucking clipped from. Anon fishing under the table for his pen and gets a glimpse. Oh no. Uh-oh. Why is Dr. Fernsworth making that face? Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Mistakes have been made. She? Yes. That isn't my pronoun! Pronoun? Fang stands up, pointing at me with a shuddering finger, a theatrical conviction of 1,000 Hollywood dropouts. I do not use she. I'm non-binary, you ass. Oh god, no. You people are all the same, thinking that you all have to go off on what you think we are instead of what we choose to present as. I'm not dressed like a woman, I'm wearing a fucking non-binary bracelet. Why don't you try and... Bang. Feels like the world just stopped. All eyes are on Fang. And in Fang's eyes, I see something flash briefly. Judging by those theatrical movements and the elegant speech, this is something Fang has been practicing. This was supposed to be the big moment where she stopped an evil bigot and the whole class would clap. In all her planning and practice, Fang made one crucial error. Nobody cared. Please consider stepping into the hall for a moment. Fang is quick to exit the room. Dr. Fernsworth turns a sympathetic look towards me. Forgive them, Anon. You must understand that Fang is experiencing issues. What the fuck just happened? Oh, she blew up at me when I called her a she. She was already upset about something before. She was upset before because of the concert the other day. Looks like I just pushed her over the edge. Oh, now she's sad again. After a few moments, Fang comes back in and sits down without a word. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Now that I think about it, something's off. Fang claims to not be male or female, but the clothes she's wearing is clearly provocative. It's almost as if she's showing off her femininity. Then why? Why would someone be wearing revealing clothes in contradiction to their identity? It's almost like they're just looking for attention. Then suddenly it hits me. I recall memories of slightly younger Anon running around school with a cape, pilot goggles, and 3 plastic katanas. As a quick way to get sent to the principal's office. Are you even listening to me? Do what now? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I could tell. She mutters as she turns back to the assignment. Oh, you've been staring at me for the past 5 minutes, freak. Judging by the looks of the class, and both of our current social standings, we'll probably be working together a lot more. Sorry for calling you a girl. Doesn't seem like it's something she wants to hear right now. So, you're Nazer's sister, right? Sibling. Right. Sorry. There's a brief pause until Fang speaks up again. Yes, Nazer's my baby brother. Why do you ask? I was just curious. Nazer was the one who invited me to your show. Of course he did. Can't keep out of my frickin' business for 2 seconds. Right. Anyway, I want to say that I'm sorry for what happened back there. You certainly seem sorry when you were laughing. Suddenly, the shoes I have on seem far more interesting than the conversation we're having. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. In hindsight, it was a bit of a dick move. So we don't have the garden scene happening anytime soon. More than a bit. If you're really sorry, then you better apologize to my other bandmates as well. What? I'll be waiting with them after school near the auditorium. You better show up. Hold on, I don't want to get involved with any weird meetings. You said you were sorry, didn't you? Least you could do is say it to... The least you could do is say it with all of us there. What have I got myself into? Guess I don't have much of a choice. That's right, you don't. The rest of the period passed between continued small talk with Fang. She seemed to be controlling the conversation, though. When the bell rang, Fang grabbed me by the arm as I stood up to leave. Don't forget, by the auditorium after school. Alright, I get it. At this point, you might as well put a target on my back. Not a bad idea. She lets go, and I make my way to my next class. Lunara would spread her... Oh no. Also, wasn't Beta Anon the one with the Plague Doctor's mask? I don't know. I don't know when that one was about. Or when that happened in the timeline. Unfortunately, 5th period is mathematics. Okay, what? They shrunk Carl Dusky. Oh no, he's a midget. Oh, I could stomp on him. I'm barely keeping myself awake while Mr. Carl Sledusky is giving a lecture on the universe of tangents. Anon! I sit ramrod straight at the direct address. Are you listening? Come finish this problem on the board. One social disaster after another today. Hesitantly, I slide out of my chair and trundle my way to the whiteboard, trying to decipher the runes I'm expecting to make sense of. Only I never made it to the whiteboard. 3 rows down, and my foot catches on a loose backpack strip on the aisle. Luckily, I fell sideways, and there was a cold, hard desk in the way to catch my fall. To the chuckles of the rest of the class, I look up from my final resting place to see a massive pink and white muzzle. I'd be Reed. Beta Reed. Dude. Like a deer caught in the headlights, I can only stare and wait for him to continue. You're on my desk, man. My senses return to me, and I quickly get up, picking up and returning the pencil that flew to the floor in a flurry of apologies. Then I recognize just whose desk I fell on. It's that drummer in Fang's band. Do I just have the luck of the devil? Giving one last apology, I head to the front of the room to solve the whiteboard problem. I tried solving the problem to the best of my ability. Still took a solid 2 minutes. After circling my answer, I look expectantly at Mr. Carl Sledusky, who gives a nod. Finally turning around to return to my seat, I freeze. Oh no! That's the sprite for Trish. Right there in the front row is the last member of the band, Trish. I stumble back into my seat. Mr. Carl Sledusky gives each row a stack of papers to pass back. Alright, here's the homework covering today's lesson. I'll give you the last 15 minutes of class to work with your peers. Mr. Carl Sledusky returns to his desk and pulls out a math book with a monthly romance novel crudely stuffed inside it, with very detailed centerfold with the way he turns it sideways. Looking ahead to Reed's desk, he's been joined by Trish, who is trying to get him to get started. I recall that Fang wanted me to talk to them after school to apologize. Maybe I could just get it out of the way now. I don't really want to talk to them, to be completely honest. I only apologize to Fang because I'm going to be stuck with her for a while. Then again, it'd probably get Fang off my back a while longer if I go above and beyond my Call of Duty. Guess I'll decide. I'm going to... Hey, it's our first choice. Wowie zowie. After nearly an hour. Alright, yes, there was a huge beta design of Anon with a mask and Triceratops footwear. He's since become his own character. They dried out Carl. Dwarven Carl. Equally as racist, but 50% more asshole. Why does he look like that Greg Giga Chad meme? Anon? Alright, we're gonna go for ending 1. Wait until after school with Fang. I'll just wait. If there's a choice between now and later, it may as well be someplace there aren't many other people around, yeah? Yeah. I returned my attention to the assignment at hand. Seems doable enough. Probably won't finish in the 15 minutes, though. Eventually, the lunch bell comes around. Unfortunately, I was only able to finish about half the assignment. With a sigh, I pack everything up and make my way to the lunchroom. Boy. After getting my food, I notice Fang standing with Reed, looking impatient. Hey, Fang. Fang sees me and gets an expectant look on her face. Oh, good timing, Anon. My friend Trish is grabbing some napkins. Don't you have something you want to tell them when she gets back? Do I? Oh yeah, I'm still supposed to apologize. When Trish returns, Fang looks at me again. Well, here goes. Hey guys, Don't say it, man. We know why you're here. You do? Yeah, man. You're here. To eat lunch, aren't you, you know? Oh, No, Hold that thought. We gotta bail. We better show up after school. Huh? They're already gone. Pretty strange how fast high schoolers can move on, even with their hands full. Or what could have made them run like that? Anon! Oh. I turn around to see Nazer and Naomi approaching, food in hand. Giant Nazer. Was that my sister you were hanging with? Fang and her friends, yeah. Strange group, I know. I'll say. She's not that bad once you get to know her. Sure hope so. Seems like I'm going to be her lab partner for the rest of the year. Naomi pauses for a second. Honestly, she's just going through a phase, man. That phrase include rehearsed rants? She hit you with that too? What a great opportunity for a real friendship, Anon. I'm so happy for you. If there's anything Fang needs in these trying times, it's a new friend to talk to. Sure. Not like I have much of a choice either way. Three of us sat down at the end of the table and finished lunch together, engaging in small talk until the bell. Back in the auditorium again. After school, I showed up by the auditorium as promised. I don't have anywhere else to be anyway. After a few minutes, Reed comes striding by. Hey man, you called here or something? Yeah, I was just waiting for Fang and Trish to show up. You seen them? Yeah, they'll be here in a bit. Something about, I forget, bro. They'll show up sooner or later. I guess we just gotta wait a little bit longer. So, you play video games? Only X-Rocks. Battle Swords is sick. Patchy Station has a better lineup overall. But, like, patchy games are all lame. Just like movies lame. You can't prove that. I can. Huh? Give me your phone, man. Wait, get your phone out, man. Look up. That's not even a link. Hold on, go back. Wait, how did you say that out loud? Or can I can't copy paste that. Let me. Damn it. Let me get YouTube out. Is this still the Goodbye Volcano High trailer? Where's that? LW underscore S9ZNEK. Is that two L's? That did not get me anything, Goodbye Volcano High, unless I spelt it wrong. Either those are I's or L's. Oh my god, is it L or I? Maybe it's L-I. Okay, it's L, or no, it's L and then I. Yeah, it's the Goodbye Volcano High trailer. Apparently below that, Brutal Moose is live streaming. Alright, High School sucks. What do you think of this old version? It's raw. Definitely reads like a rough first draft. Yes, that trailer still exists and it's lame. Alright. Back it up. How'd you say that out loud? Just look it up, man. What's the harm? Oh, did it? Oh yeah, it fucking forces the trailer. Like, you don't even click it. It forces the trailer on you. Wowie zowie. It literally forces the trailer. Like, it opens up your browser to the trailer. Oh, what a nerd. Pretty hilarious, right? It's like a shitty Patchy Station 3 movie game. It's funny in a way, yeah. X-Rox is better any banging Trish around the corner. Good, you came. Reed chuckled to himself, and Trish elbows his side. I think you had something to say to us. At least there's nobody else around right now. Yeah. I was at the concert a few days ago. I'm sorry for laughing with the crowd. That it? It was a dick move, yeah. Please forgive me. Trish looks to Fang and gives a satisfied look, and Reed's expression doesn't change. Right. If that's all, then I'll be on my way. Cool. Get out of here. We got band practice. Walking away, I turn back to look. Fang quickly turns her head away, scowling. I continue my way home. 1 week later. It's math, a bane of retards and lazy intellectuals alike. And teachers too, judging by the lack of a certain Coomer teacher. Substitute today, which means busy work, group problems, busy work specifically. Of course, I can't escape this any more than I could have escaped a lab partner assignment. At least here I'll have the opportunity to keep to myself for an hour. I don't even bother attempting the assignment, instead pretending my phone is a calculator and spending the first half shitposting about video games I haven't played online. The second half interrupted by something pointy at the back of my dome. The back of the dome. Shh! I can feel something stuck between my chair and my back. I fish around to pull out a crumpled paper airplane, and a completed set of problems. This is Reed's, and it's done? Even the extra problems I don't even bother with because they take another 10 minutes each. I turn around to see that the technicolored burnout waving me over. He's sitting next to Trish. She's giving me the evil eye. At least I think it's the evil eye, whatever that expression is. It clashes with her smile. Might as well see what they want. As I weave through the maze of desks squished together, with partners more interested in their phones than the worksheet, I catch a hint of whatever Reed and Trish are talking about. Honesty's the best policy, eh? Bad juju to keep something bottled up. Reed grabs hold of another chair and sets it on Trish's other side, nodding in my direction before taking a big pull of whatever he's got in that thermos in his desk. The widening of his pupil suggests it's more than just Rohrbuck's cold brew in it. What does she want anyway? I thought we settled the band thing already. Hey, Anon. You guys need something? Nah, just wanted to chat a bit since we got the time. There's something in her tone of voice. It's like she's getting ready to gore me with those nubs she calls horns. Sure. I'm gonna let you two get to whatever. I'm gonna go for a refill. He shakes his thermos and heads for the door. What's in that anyway? Don't ask. Fair enough. Wait. Fuck it. So, Anon, you and Fang. You and Fang what? They've been talking about you. They? The tiny Triceratops rolls her eyes dramatically. Fang's been talking about you. All good things, I'm sure. Fang's been talking about me. That's dumb. All we've been doing is more lab work and science. Last Thursday, I tried to remember how to make a railgun. To show I could, of course. I could make one too. She seemed unimpressed at the time, but... Was it about making a railgun? Yeah, it was. What exactly are you talking about with them? Just science stuff. The railgun is just something I happen to know, though. Picked it up from an old game. Trish raises an eyebrow. Right. Why do you ask? You learned to make a deadly weapon from a video game? Her tone is flat, unlike her chest. I wouldn't say deadly... Don't interrupt. Why would you think that it's a good idea to make a weapon in class? Don't you know what Fang's capable of, Anon? How did you not get in trouble? Spears actually did talk to me, said something about the great equalizer. Trish grabs the bridge of her snout. This is why men are useless. She continues to mutter to herself, all of it incoherent. Is there a point? She rounds back on me, anger painted clearly on her face. Look, Anon, you may be into that stuff, but leave Fang out of it. They have better things to do than play with some man-child's lethal toys. Whoa, harsh. Breed slumps into the seat next to Trish, sipping on his thermos of... Just agua, bro. Thermos of water. What the... What'd I miss? I'm just trying to tell Anon here that he shouldn't be telling Fang how to make a frickin' gun in school. Why not? We've been over this. We have? When? Less than 5 minutes ago. I thought we were talking about Anon. Yes. And specifically, we were talking about Anon's gun. Let's start to turn. Oh no. Reed grins at them all. Then how about these guns? Reed places his hands on the back of his head and flexes his biceps. Trish's face is a blur of emotions. At first confused, then fucking pissed, then aroused, then back to being fucking pissed, all in the space of a nanosecond. Not those. He made one... The one he made with magnets. But, like, how do magnets work? Ding dong, bing bong. All at once, the students, giving the clock a blank stare, stand to attention and file out the door. Damn it, Reed! Trish punches Reed on the shoulder, gives me another evil stare, and saunters out of the room. Hey. Reed pats me on the shoulder. Bruh. He gives me a thumbs up and exits as well. This Reed is just totally not even there. Leaving only the substitute teacher looking at me from her desk impatiently for me to leave. Guess it's her lunch period too. Nazer ended up dragging me to sit with him in the magenta motor mouth again. I noticed she's more pink here than orange. Naomi hovers over to Nazer, who currently has Gucci under his eyes. So, I talked to the soccer team earlier. We're going to make the first game after all. Isn't that great, Anon? I also got the L&L Club to finally take down their Christmas decorations. Oh no, what is it, the Legends and Lore? So the library's clean again. Mazer's head lands on his chicken salad. Then he jerks wide awake. Mazer! Oh, good lord, not the water! Sorry. Did you say something, Anon? Mazer, you look like you fell into another blender. What's going on, big guy? Don't worry about it. Just some family problems last night. Like what? Ugh. You don't have to tell him if you don't want to, dear. Why don't you wipe that Alfredo sauce off your cute little face? She's so saccharine that she'd give a third world country diabetes. It's my sister again. Why is it always his sister with him? Aw. I was going to sleep last night when I heard something downstairs. When did this turn to an interrogation? It was about 1 or 2 in the morning. I checked what it was, and Fang was just standing in front of the microwave, staring at the dino nuggets rotate inside. At 1 in the morning? At 1 in the morning. This is a personal issue, isn't it? Wouldn't you rather just be enjoying lunch with us? I just need advice from someone at this point, Naomi. But for Manon? But for me? Mazer continues. I asked her what she was doing, and she just said fuck off. So I think maybe Dad would help. He didn't. They just got into a shouting match. Screaming about her lack of self-control, and Dad was pissed and... Poor baby. Mazer wraps her arms around Nazer's head, cradling the tired pterosaur in her bosom. There's a rumbling snore, and it's clear that Nazer is checked out. Right. Naomi looks distraught. He's always like this. Unconscious? Trying to help, wearing himself ragged. We should help Nazer. What, by talking to Fang? By taking him to the nurse's office. Ah, fuck. Naomi looks at me with the biggest, wettest doe eyes possible. Alright. He doesn't look that heavy anyway. Only 160 pounds. How do you... Never mind. Naomi puts herself under Nazer's left arm, motioning me to take the other one. I sling his arm around my back and... Good lord, he's heavy! Alright, the nurse's office is down the main hall on the left side, near the front desk. I'm clenching my face too much to be able to speak. I only get a slight nod out. After dropping Nazer off at the nurse, and leaving before Naomi could argue with her about staying, this lunch bell rings. With music at the ass end of the campus, I have to sprint through the halls. Fuck today. I avoided gym class for a reason. I slam into the band room door just as the late bell trills, panting and sweating. Mr. Jingo again. Good timing, Mr. Moose, and just in time for a free period. What? Take up anything you like and have fun. The teacher then took to his extremely lavish love seat, threw it on a pair of headphones, and blacked out. I looked at the scattered instruments, left alone for whatever reason. Bent-looking brass and cracked woodwinds, even a bass with a missing string. Wow, I feel like that right about now. I reach for one at random, taking a wooden thing. Looks like an oak tree made love to an eggplant, and this is the aborted monstrosity in Mexico. Whatever, I melt in my chair and pull out my phone. Seems the majority of my classmates have a similar idea. I've got some shit posting to do. Let's see. Just a disembodied hand floating downwards, okay. Ah yes, perfect. Click post and now to wait. Nefarious deed for the day done. Nefarious deed for the day done. I look around the room out of boredom. Oh, fuck no. Thing has a weapon of mass hearing loss. I'm covering my ears in preparation when the terrorist starts strumming and... Oh, I get it, the terrorist. Oh, drink for that one. Oh, wow. I still have my hearing. In fact, she's actually playing something pleasant. It's mellow, relaxed, a slow rhythm that carries a strange nostalgic hint to it. The difference between this and the performance is night and day. What gives? Looking a bit closer, she's swinging her tail to a bit of the rhythm. She uses her tail as a metronome? Suddenly, the phone slips from my hand onto the floor. Shit! The sound it makes as it clatters to the ground is a klaxon of paint-shitting terror. It lies face down on the aisle. Do I really want to pick it up and potentially face a harsh reality? Schrodinger's crack. Can't leave it there. I pick up the phone and slowly turn it over. It's the moment of truth. No cracks? Thank the Lord. Yeah, you got lucky. Thing has stopped playing and is throwing a small smirk my way. I should probably say something. Her playing is pretty good, I'll compliment that. That sounded way better than at the concert. Oh no, she's getting mad. She offended. Wrong choice of words. You're still not off my shit list. Watch it. Quick ain't on think. Why didn't you play the guitar back then? You're obviously a lot better with it. Would have if I could have. What do you mean? There's an empty seat next to Fang. Finders keepers, I guess. We're going to just read Trish and I. We all have to decide by majority what happens. Reed says using a bass is more unique, and Trish always says how it's a promising business model. It sounds like you play the guitar much easier than a bass. I play the bass just fine. I think the problem is more that you want to make it an unconventional band layout. You damn well better know what you're doing. If you're anything short of masterful, it won't sound good. And when it comes to music, it either sounds good or it doesn't. Simple as. She continues strumming. But it's just a high school band, right? Shouldn't it just be fun? It is, yeah. Even though you're just doing what they want without getting a say in it. Fang flinches and misses a note. It's not like that. It's just Trish says, god damn it. Look, we're better with two basses. Trish and Reed say so. The audience says otherwise. Fang growls at that. You know what? We're having band practice after school today. Just show up and see for yourself. And what if I don't? You'll be a little bitch that's wrong. No. In that case... Fuck you, I'm right. Your band sucks with two basses, and you should have been on guitar. I lock eyes with her. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! And we're calm now. Fuck me. Hurry up, dweeb. If I can keep ahead of you while you're carrying two instruments, you can speed walk. You sure you don't want me to carry one? Fang is leading me back to the auditorium with both the acoustic guitar borrowed from the music room and her bass in hand, one over each shoulder. When we eventually get to the auditorium, Fang stops. Is something wrong? Is everything... The door's moron. She swings the guitar cases on her shoulders around a bit. Oh. I step around her and grab the handling, pulling the door wide open. Ladies first. Oh no, here we go again. Fang growls and stomps on my foot as she walks past. Fuck! Hurry up already. Inside, Reed and Trish have everything set up on stage. The gang's all here. Where does Reed keep that huge drum set during the day? Trish waves her arms from the stage. Hey, Fang, what took so long? Had to grab something. Trish squints in the spotlight and then finally notices me. What? What's he doing here? Fang slings both cases onto the stage, then climbs on herself, proving a dumbass bigot wrong. So you admit there's smart ones. Fang then ripped something from Trish's hands and threw it at me. What the fuck? It strikes against my head with a dull tonk and lands on the ground in front of me. Looking down at the makeshift shuriken, it was a copy of Firm Drama's new hit single, In Dragon Onslaught. Fang, I just made that in art class. It looked like Picasso had a seizure. He was being an ass. I was. Like, are we on break now? We haven't even started. Fang, why is Anon here? Like I said, proving him wrong. Or like proving me right. Proving him wrong how? Like playing guitar, right? You wanted to play your guitar? What? Yes, I mean... no, I mean Anon thinks that if I used the guitar instead of the bass, the music would sound better. What? No way. I know, right? Wow. Way to try throwing everything off, Anon. Let's just go through. I need meth money by Tuesday night, and if I don't get it, I will stomp on your child. Don't say a Lamau. 3, 2, 1. Oh god. Volume, 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 volume. My mind went blank. I don't know what happened during the time when it was blank. All I know is that when I came back to reality, my shoulders felt wet, I was on the ground, and I had a raging migraine. Trish was standing over me, looking down. This always happens. I looked to the stage to see Fang, panting, looking distressed. See, totally awesome, right? Not the word I would use. I think you should give the guitar a try. Oh, shut up. You don't know anything about music. Might as well. That's why I brought him for, after all. You're really siding with him on this? You already decided Worm Drama is better with only drum and bass, remember? Yeah, man. Way more unique that way. Aren't there like 2 bands in existence that pulled it off? That means there's a chance then, yeah? Can't hurt to try, right? You don't get a say in this. It's a band decision. We already made our choice. Maybe he's right, Trish. What's the big deal? The deal is we're wasting enough time as it is when we should be practicing. Especially wasting time on playing guitar when it doesn't match any of our stuff. That clearly struck a nerve. Wasting time playing guitar? What is that supposed to mean? Fang rounds on Trish, jabbing an accusing finger into the little Triceratops's surprisingly voluptuous chest. Every time I want to make changes, you guys always overrule me. Even when it's something like playing my favorite instrument in my own band. Yikes. Come on, Fang. You know I didn't mean it that way. We decided that democratically, right, Reed? Yeah, but, like, there are only 3 of us, you know. Maybe I should say something. It's only going to get worse if I don't. But this seems like a personal argument between them. There's another choice. Stay silent. I think that's one of the worst ones. This is between the members of the band. In the end, majority still rules. I'm sorry, Fang, but we can't get into creative squabbles like this all the time. And you already agreed to it, right? How controlling. Fang hangs her head in defeat. I guess so. Hey man, Fang, don't let it get you so hard. We just gotta get it all out of your systems, alright? Like, you know, get it all out now so you don't have to do it later, right? Like Trish said. I never said that. Because that's how these things work, right? You know until you don't, and then all the rest is whack. I guess. What? It's like the bigger picture. You got Fang playing bass with all us. And they're all, oh yeah, good thing I'm not thinking about playing the other instruments. Yeah, yeah. And then you're all like, see, I told you so. Yeah, so we should let them play now to get it all out for later. Wait. If there were any cameras rolling, they'd be zooming in on Trish's face. Thanks, Reed. Yeah, thanks a lot. Alright, this time we're doing, I gave the special kids the Jonestown special, and now I'm going to jail. I'm gonna need Raptor Jesus after this one. And a 3, 2, and... I posted the nostalgic tune earlier. Fang rapidly strummed on her borrowed guitar. It's fast and rough, but the tone carried doesn't melt my eardrums. Watching and listening now, I can see and hear the difference clear as day. Actually not bad. Not good, not by any metrics worth its weight. But at least I don't cringe so hard my spleen erupts from my side and creates a splash zone. I find myself bobbing to the song, in fact. And just as I consider the song getting good, it ends. I feel a little disappointed that the show ended so soon. Then I remember it's not a show at all. And that I definitely won. There's sweat dripping from Fang's brow, and her black clothes are clinging to her a bit more tightly. The grin on her face stands out the most, though. See, totally better with a guitar, Trish. Ha! I win! Trish, Reed, and Fang turn to look at me. Oh, god damn it! So now you're a normal band? Nah, I mean... Trish scowls. A vote, then. Who votes if we stick to drum and bass? She's the only one to raise her hand. And against? Even I raise my hand along with Reed and Fang. You stay out of this, Skinny. First time we get the Skinny drop. There it is. Oh. Skinny. Yes. So, like, we gotta redo all the songs? It's only one instrument line. Shouldn't take too long. Ugh. There goes our main marketing strategy. Marketing strategy? I thought she was a Triceratops, not a Rhinorex. So, I guess I should go now. As I move to the door, Fang calls out. Wait. I look to see her fidgeting on stage. We could, oh, feedback. We could use your feedback. We what? Fang from him? Like, he's alright, but, like, for real? What? He's been helpful, so why not? Reed, back me up here. Okay. Anon should stay. Really? But... Okay, now how about, I'm not sure why, but the burglar joined my threesome. Don't think about a threesome with Trish and Fang. Oh, no, it's this one. I don't think they have the art for this one. Don't think about a threesome with Trish and Fang. They're meteor dodgers, for crying out loud. Okay, just for 1 second. It's just eating soap. That's that one picture. Soap. Fuck. The following Monday morning, I'm on my way to school with my phone out, posting on a shitty image board. Baiting people into replying to my post isn't the most rewarding of hobbies, but it passes the time. Meteor dodgers. Having jobs. Pick one. And only one. That ought to get a few. Just before I hit the reply button, I sense the air behind me turn warmer. A few windflowers growing in the cracks of the sidewalk bloom in seconds. She's here. Good morning, Anon. It could have been. Naomi catches up to me. You say something? Good morning. Don't you walk with Nazer to school? Where is he? He went early today to help set up another student event. Oh, he's certainly someone you can count on for that. He really is. I'm so proud of him. Yeah. Have you gotten into any extracurricular activities? Somewhat now. Are you doing anything after school these days? Nothing much. I guess I went to one of Fang's band practices Friday. Oh, you're spending time with Fang? She just needed me for some feedback. I see. I think it's wonderful you're making more friends here. Did you really say we're friends? We've only met 2 or 3 times. I think you and Fang would make wonderful friends. She needs more friends like you. I'm not going to force anything. We're just classmates and all. In what classes? Just science and music. Ugh, music. What's wrong with music? I just can't get into it. Seems I'm just doomed to be the last chair... Wait. To be last chair the rest of the year. Naomi places a finger on her chin for a moment and stares into space. Suddenly her face lights up. Oh, what if you asked Fang for help? I'm sure she'd lend a hand. I don't know. She's usually busy with her own work, and I don't want to bother her more than I already do every day. It can't hurt to ask, though, right? Just a thought. Maybe. Conversation having reached a stalemate, the two of us walked silently for a few minutes. So, you got your eyes on any ladies? Changing the subject now. Say, Nazer's a pretty cool guy. Can you tell me more about him? Naomi beams. Oh, my Nazer's just so wonderful. He always nuzzles me when he sees me and whenever he leaves. He's so smart and handsome. He has such a great taste in clothing, too. Oh, one time we were studying together in the library. You've been there already, right? Anyways, we were there and he said the silliest thing to me. That worked a little too well. While Naomi spurges out about Nazer, we finally get to the school. I take the first opportunity to get lost in the crowd of students, leaving Naomi behind, giving a sermon on Nazer to nobody in particular. Looking back, I made sure I lost Naomi. I slammed into somebody and tumbled to the floor. Oh no, Barney! You? Ah! Sorry. I get up from the floor and look at the person who bumped into me. The plates on her back twitch as she looks me up and down. Oh, is this gonna be Stella? Stella's now Barney? Judgment. A chill rolls over me. Karma? No, maybe a second chance. She draws closer, a contemplative expression on her face. Ah, I see now. What? You have important choices to come. I do? Wait, back up. What the fuck are you talking about? This. She reaches towards my chest, plucking something off of it. She holds it up for me to see, and it's some oversized playing card. Still lost. It's you, your card. You're on the precipice of a great ordeal. Many difficult points of divergence and contention are coming your way. Reflect on them. Before I can ask the green weirdo to make sense, the bell rings. Fuck. Chad is like dead. Luckily, I'm able to slink into homeroom without the teacher molesting me for a tardy pass. Class ticks by in the daily slog, and like all things, lunch eventually comes to pass. I grab a packaged lunch from the omnivore line and begin looking for a place to sit. By now, it's a foregone conclusion. I already know what happens next. Anon! Right on cue. Naomi rushes over, followed by Nazer. I'd really rather not deal with her anymore today. Come on, Anon, let's continue our conversation from earlier. I need to think of something, and fast. Sorry, I already promised Fang I'd be eating with her. Smooth. Oh. Oh. Glad to hear you... Wait. I'm glad to hear you're trying to be better friends with Fang. Oh, hey, isn't this a welcome surprise? Right, actually, she doesn't eat in the cafeteria, does she? Didn't she tell you? She hangs out with her band in the auditorium. She's allowed to do that? I've asked Principal Spears before. He sees no issue with it. Anyways, I don't want to keep them waiting. See you. Have fun! Right, bye. I turn away from the two and leave them behind in the cafeteria. Now that I'm in front of the auditorium where it isn't crowded for once, I can get a decent look around the foyer. The walls are as vine-covered as anywhere else in the building, but the ones here have small magenta flowers blooming on them here and there. I suppose there's different kinds of vines that wouldn't make much sense otherwise. Never really thought about it until now. I peer into the small window in the door and see Fang's gang lazing about within. Rita's messing with some box on the table, and Fang and Trish are sitting on the first row of seats, chattering to each other. I put my hand on the door handle and hesitate a bit, and I pull it open. The squeak of the door echoes through the near empty auditorium, and immediately all three turn their heads and stare. There's an awkward pause that goes on for just a bit too long. Eventually, Fang calls out from her seat. What the hell are you doing here, dweeb? Hiding from Naomi. Fang throws her head back and goes limp on the shitty wooden chair. Oh, that bitch! Fang lifts her head back up. Fine, you can stay. I go sit a few yards away from Fang and Trish on the theater seat. Reed turns back to that device he was messing with before. Looks like a projector. You don't like Naomi? What was your first fucking clue? That stupid bitch acting all high and mighty all the time? Hey, Fang. Oh, look at me. I'm super smart and nice to everyone. And everyone likes me, so if you disagree with me, I get the moral high ground, so no matter what. Fang lets out some combination of a snort and a sigh. No different than Nazer. What a couple. Whatever. What was she doing to bother you? She's been pestering me about every little thing since school started. Granted, she's been a big help in some cases, but geez, she's overbearing sometimes. Fang, I'll say, sometimes in the first semester, she ended up helping me with a major science project. We only had a day to do the whole thing. Waited until the last day for a major grade? That doesn't matter. Shut up. Anyway, Naomi insisted on helping me. I just went along with it. She ended up just bossing me around for 8 hours. Hey, did you guys forget I'm here too? Oh, right. What were you talking about, Trish? Trish pulls a cardboard tube out of her ack. Out of her ack. She pops the top of the tube open and pulls a rolled up poster and unfurls it. This, ta-da, our first poster. Verm Drama? That's an interesting name. And what's with the date on it? Trish wants... We need to have an actual show, not some dumb school show. We need actual people who matter to show our genius to. Genius? More like retardation. I don't know, Trish. Yeah, I'm with Fang on this one. The glare Trish levels at me was akin to a very dull knife. You don't even know how good we are. I mean, I was at your show last week. And that was ruined by Nazer, right, Fang? Yeah, he hadn't invited all those cocksuckers. Still, I think... It doesn't matter what you think. Whoa, where did that come from? Let's drop it for now. My tuna sandwich is getting cold. Trish grins in victory. Dude, you got told. I finally get to opening my omnivore lunch, BLT, some chicken nuggets, and an orange. I take my first bite of the sandwich and... Ding dong, bing bong. Are you kidding me? I cram as much of the sandwich into my mouth as I can and close the box. Reed puts the projector in the corner of the room, and Trish makes for the exit with Fang. I follow after, cheeks still filled with food. Next class is music. That's right. I'll be walking with Fang then. The three all wave each other goodbye, and Fang turns towards our shared class. May as well make some small talk. So, what's your favorite band, Fang? My favorite band, huh? Guess it'd be something like the Skinks, or maybe the Fossilies. Boy, that's some pretty British taste, yeah? She turns away to hide her snickers. Shut it. I'm sure your favorite is much better. I'm into... boomer rock, obscure hipster shit. You mean mumble rap? Anime openings and video game OSTs. So that's another one. I'll just do boomer rock. Thing holds a hand up to her beak. God, you're such a dweeb. I flash her my biggest shit-eating grin. At least I don't need a license to listen to it. Oi, love, didn't share my taste to get railed on. Bit rude, innit? The two of us banter with each other with increasingly strong British accents all the way to class. This is stupid. Define a treble clef. I don't even know what a treble clef is. I don't care about this shit. It won't ever be useful. Fuck this. Who can I cheat off of? I lean back in my uncomfortable chair, hoping to pop my spine back into place. Oh, what if you asked Fang for help? I crane my head, looking for Fang. At her own desk, she's been filling her assignment page easily. I realize I should probably turn the volume back up on the game, but I don't think there's much music in this game to begin with. Looking for Fang, her own desk. At her own desk, she's filling out her assignment page easily, drumming her fingers on her desk. Almost looks like she's strumming, honestly. Ah, that's another thing. Who the fuck made guitars? Fuck trying to memorize frets or whatever the fuck. Oh shit, she's looking at me now. She tilts her head up and taps her sheet. Oh! I respond with an eye roll and a finger gun at my temple. My thumb hammer drops as I fake die in my seat. Fang shakes her head, returning to her assignment with a tiny smile gracing her beak. I look at the papers we need to finish. Fuck me. How the hell are we supposed to finish these by the end of class? It can't hurt to ask, though, right? Maybe the Neon Nero had a good point. Still, interrupting her now might piss her off. Fuck, I'll flip a coin. Tails, leave Fang alone. Guess that settles it. Fang wouldn't want to be bothered right now anyway. Looking back to my paper, I try once again to make sense of the questions and music notes. Writing the following notes in both treble and bass clef. What? Yo, you should have, like, asked Fang for help, man. I have to grab the desk to keep myself from falling out of my chair. Reed, what the fuck are you doing here? Just getting an absent note signed by Teach, man. And what's with the outfit? Oh yeah, the King Rex. We don't have the King Rex thing yet. Reed is in an oversized inflatable T-Rex costume. School mascots are pretty cool. You wouldn't believe the things that they let you do with these. I'm not going to ask for clarification. But, you should get some help for something. I'll ask the teacher for you. No, Reed, you don't have to. Yo, Teach, this guy needs some extra help. All eyes turn to us. The desk makes a nice conk sound when my head hits it. Does he really? Someone, Fang. You should help him with the packet. Fang glares daggers at the two of us. Thanks, Reed. Hey, no problem, man. I gotta go. Reed shuffles over to the teacher's desk in the corner to get his signature. Fang calls out from her chair. I'm not getting up. If you need help, grab your stuff and get over here. The damage is done. Me as well at this point. Jesus, you suck at this. No shit. I don't know what half the shit is. God, they tell you all about treble notes in elementary. It's E, G, B, D, F. For treble, it's G, B, D, F, A for bass. How the hell do you know any of this? Anon then realized he is horrendously fucking stupid. I've been into playing music since pre-K. Roll with it. So, does it take that long to learn that horrid thing? I point to the class electric guitar. Nah, I started with piano. I didn't get my first guitar till freshman year. The piano? Isn't that the hardest one? I have no clue what I'm talking about. Maybe for some, but I started early and got ahead. My grandma had an old piano she would let me mess around with. She would try and get me to play all kinds of songs, mostly church stuff because she wanted me to be a goody little two-shoes like she was. It was fun. Then I started taking piano lessons privately because my mom saw that I was interested in it. And in middle school I joined the band for a while. Only quit because of marching season. I'm not wearing a dumb uniform. Fang gets a strange expression, a mix between a blush and a scowl as she returns back to her snappy attitude. You done with that yet? It's taking you way too long. I'd rather have you out of my way. Cute. I'll show her the half-finished worksheet. I still don't get this fucking part. It's literally 3 classifications. It's really easy. It doesn't list them. Did you even read the page? Fang then grabs the paper and points at the top right. In a small box is the list of 3 types: woodwind, brass, and percussion. Oh. You need me to still help you with this, or do you have it from here? Of course I have it. I know the shit. It's just 3 categories. Percussion's simple enough. Getting the difference between woodwind and brass is a bit harder. Looks like you got the hang of this. Good job, dork. Fang smirks a bit. I see a chance to strike. Helps to have an actual decent teacher. The slight red tint tells me I was right on the mark. There's also a steady thump, thump, thump of her tail on the back of her seat that threw me in. I can't help thinking of tugging on the appendage. Wait, the thumping. Thump, 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 thump. Hey, is your tail drumming right now? Oh, that. Kinda. Kinda? I'm feeling out of rhythm. Thinking of a new song. Is that normally part of the creative process? Maybe. Maybe not. Are you done with the packet yet? I groan. Still got a half a page left. That's just a crossword puzzle. I'm not helping if you can't even do that. I know, I know. I have to resort to good old logic to solve the crossword. The longest and shortest words are easy enough to figure out. But, Thanks for helping me. With the assignment, I mean. Yeah, sure. There's that red tint again. I'll up again. I mean, if you need it. Really? Thanks. Yeah, just... Ding dong, bing bong. That's the bell telling us to piss off to the last period. Crap, still got a few words left. I guess the last few words and rush over to the teacher's desk to turn it in. When I turn back, I catch sight of Fang leaving the room in a hurry, tail between her legs. But Naser... Oh. She's not that bad once you get to know her. Guess he was right after all. 1 month now, 5 to go, and I found myself in a predicament. I'm enjoying my time with Fang. Most of the time, just talking about stupid shit. Like our mutual love for wire fu and comedy movies. Fang and Anon. We are both ventriloquists. We are both ventriloquists, and we practice every day. He carries a basket. He carries a paper roll. And we don't have sis, but there's one thing that's for sure, friends. We are ventriloquists. Almost every day now, I'm either at her desk helping her in science, or working on lab with her. Or she sat next to me decrypting the mystical arts of not sucking at music. I'm talking more with her than anyone I've ever talked with. Not to mention lunch and after school. That's less hiding from the Tangerine Tyrant and Naser these days, and more spending time with Fang and Reed. Even if he's constantly checked out. And smells of burnt skunk. Fuck is he on, anyway? It's Carf, bro. What? Carfentanil. Whatever. Fang and the gang, are pretty alright. Trish, though... Every day she gives me the same look of distrust and a put-upon sigh. As if I'm some kind of chore to deal with. Whatever. It's not like she matters in the long run. But I find myself having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this real or not? I tumble backwards. Off of the stage. Whoa. Ow. Bro, that sucks. It's lunchtime now, and I guess I dozed off. Too many late nights study, / his battle station with the Kingdom Hearts logo on the screen here, sessions. You, need help? Just fix the projector read. Okay, almost done. I hobbled to my feet, feeling out the bruise blossoming on my shoulder. Stupid fucking stage. I considered jumping back up, but find the stairs more appealing. Going up the stairs, Trish suddenly grabs my shoulder, pinning it to the wall. She leans in close, looking me dead in the eyes. Can I help you? Don't play dumb. Something's up with Fang today. She gestures to where Fang is sitting. Fang's picking at her lunch with a fork, not eating a bite. Oh, is this going to be the rooftop scene soon? Now that I think about it, she has been a bit distant today. They've been acting like this since band practice yesterday. Wait, what? Did you do something to them? Do something? What does she mean? Did you think that Fang and I... Oi! What? No, I don't think at least. Why are you so concerned? Everyone has a bad day every now and then, right? Fang and I have been friends for 10 years now. Not once have I seen them this upset. You're the only new thing around here. There can't be anyone else. So what'd you do? I swear I haven't done anything with Fang. Look, we've got music next. I'll ask Fang what's up then. Trish glowers. We both glance at Fang to see her still sitting there with her untouched food. You'll talk to Fang. You'll probably make it worse. I should be the one to talk with them. So I haven't you. Trish's mouth shuts with a click. I stare her down. Her eyes harden and she finally speaks. Fine, but you better not fuck up. She lets go of my shoulder, stuffing her hands in her jacket pockets with a huff. I finally returned to where I was sitting on stage to continue finishing my lunch. Right when I plant myself on the ground, Reed speaks up. And done. Done? With the projector? That's right, man. Now we can watch movies, shows, pornos, all that. We're not watching porn in school. Not with that attitude. Trish throws an orange slice at me. So, what do you guys want to watch? I can't think of anything that would be appropriate around normal high schoolers. Trish raises her hand and jumps in place. How about the Count of Monte Cristo? Oh, I know that one. The actors in that one are pretty great. Oh yeah, I love the VA work. Trish and Reed stop and stare at me. I hear sirens out there. Not in the game, I mean like real life. Crap, was it something I said? What? Ding dong, bing bong. Saved by the bell. I looked at Fang and... No. When did she leave? Oh, Fang left already. I'll go catch up with her. Bye! I make record time out of the auditorium, leaving a still confused Trish and Reed. Fang isn't in music class when I get there. I tap out a real quick message to her on my phone and take a spot next to her seat and wait. Maybe she just needed to use the bathroom. I might be calling it soon, guys. Oh, Lord. Ugh. It's been about 20 minutes. I'm starting to get worried. Something's up with Fang today. I look at my phone and the message I sent her way just before class started. Hey, want to talk? Still unseen. You better not fuck up. God damn it. Mr. Jingo, I need to use the bathroom. One guitar-shaped bathroom pass later, and I'm scrambling through the halls. If I were a non-binary teenage pterodon having a crisis, where would I hide? Someplace only Feng would go. The family bathrooms. There are only 2 in the building. I sprint to the first bathroom, close to the back of the school, and nestled away in the special needs area. My knuckles rap against the door, locked and preoccupied. Bang, you're missing class and I seriously need help with this sheet music. The one you see— oh yeah, this is Stella. The one you seek is elsewhere. Who the fuck— wait. You're that weird Stego chick. My name is Stella, and I'm not weird. Whatever, do you know where Fang is? Not here. Can you please leave? I have a nervous bladder. I turn away from the door and sprint to the front of the school where the other bathroom is. It's while I'm moving briskly through the empty corridors of the school with untuned guitar in hand that I find divine providence. Or rather, the feathers floating by the window provide me with the clue I need. I look out the window, and while I can't look up to see for sure, the shadow that she is casting on the ground below is enough verification required. My feet climb the steps easily, but my mind is ill at ease. What the hell is wrong with me right now? Why do I feel anxious right now? What did you do? What if I did do something? Fang and I have been friends for 10 years now. I've known her for barely a month. Why is it my problem to fix? Not once have I seen them this upset. Can't stop the gnawing feeling at my chest. Image roof day not found. So we're in the void again. I'll probably call it here. I said I put in 2 hours, and I put in a little bit more than 2 hours, so let me get back here. I'm not going to go to the menu music. I'm just going to play Snoop Game. This is interesting though. It's definitely not like 1-for-1 Snoop Game. There's definitely different beats going on, so I'm kind of eager to like see through it, see it through, and see what the endings are going to be like this time around compared to what they are now, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna hop off for the day. I might try and shoot for Wednesday for part 2 on this. We'll see. It all depends on how I feel. I can't be doing this for like long stretches of time, but so you know, we'll just see. Catch you guys on next Snoot stream, I guess. Take it easy.